Hey. Hopefully it don't wreck. I made it to the top. Boy, I felt like I was gonna die when I got to the top. That's where I used to come when I was just a little tad.
I just want to introduce you guys to over here to Almar Auto. This is where I work probably 60 hours of the week. We're just a Monday through Friday shop, but we do a lot of cool stuff here. I'm trying to give you a walk around, show you what we got going on. Shop's a little bit of a mess. Like I said, 6:30 in the morning on Monday, and Friday was an absolute melee because we do a lot of just general automotive repair and kind of pick at the old stuff. Give us something fun to do during the day. But first vehicle that we have here, we've got a 74 Ford Bronco. This is an original paint California truck bought by a local consignment shop. We've done a lot of work to this truck already, rebuilt the carburetors, put 2 new fuel tanks in it. Our new task now is to go ahead and put some vintage air in it, which is in all the boxes. We've got to drill the holes in the dash, wire everything up, and get it rolling, because that is what these guys want. Good group of guys that work normal Monday to Friday jobs, and then they decided they wanted to open up a consignment shop because they love old vehicles. We've got a relatively good reputation around Charlotte, so this is where all those kind of cars seem to come. Over here in the next bay, we got Grumpy. Grumpy is a 78 GMC Caballero. That is right, it is not the El Camino, it is a Caballero. Not many of them were made. This vehicle was purchased by us as a roller. Mosier axles. This has got a turbo 400 in it, good stall. This vehicle does not have a cage in it yet. So I got a question for you. You're a car guy. Do you have a shit box? Every car guy has to have a shit box. We all have our nice cars, fast cars, ones that we're not afraid to be seen in public in, but everybody's got that shit box. It gets us from A to B. It's reliable. It usually costs us around 500 bucks. But hell, it's never broken down on us, has it? Well, I want to show you guys my POS. This is what gets me 80 miles round trip per day. It's a 99 S10. And it's looking extra shit boxy because one of the Corvette wheels happened to break on my wife on the way to work the other day. So I got the skinnies off the Almar race car on the front. We got the nice blacked out wind. Cranky and Grumpy. Rusty and Tim. It's like a bad reality TV show with the 7 dwarfs trying to figure out which one's going to find a magical pill of Viagra hidden in the woods to bang Snow White. These two are talking so much junk on the in-house rivalry, it's not even funny. I don't even have one fired yet, and they're talking junk and so confident. So 2 weeks, this is going to get interesting. Going to Shady Side. It's going to be on Sunday afternoon. We're skipping church. We're going straight to throwing fisticuffs with race cars. Real men do battle in 3,200 pounds of steel. So we're gonna get down and figure this shit out. Well, had to step up here into the AC because what I'm about to do is gonna suck. I got my nice rubber gloves. No, I'm not gonna be sticking them and touching anybody's buttholes with them, not checking for anything. But my butt's gonna kind of hurt after this because I am going to tackle what is known as wrapping exhaust. These are the long tube headers off of the LS. They've been sitting in the shed for a while because we turboed the car and the long tubes kind of went away. But fiberglass exhaust wrap. Yay. Got to cut it in long strings and then weave it. Kind of feel like a basket maker, an itchy basket maker. God, it's such a terrible task, but these are what they look like now, and then we'll check in when I'm all done. If I can hold the camera straight and I'm not cursing too much. But yeah, one of the joys of hot rodding and trying to keep heat out of a nitrous motor. So see y'all in a bit. Peace. Tough Cars 777, mi familia. What's up? Been a couple days since I hollered at y'all. Want to let you know a little dirty secret. So I kind of cheated on you, just like, you know, reality TV and everybody else. Kind of fired up the old Regal LS, not on camera, because I didn't want to look like a jackass if it didn't run. So it runs. It sounds so fantastic. It's not even funny. Just the difference between a conventional headed small block and an LS on the carburetor. You look at it and it revs to the motor. It's awesome. The throttle response is so crisp. It's so nice. I'm finally happy that I jumped on the bandwagon. Now, underneath here, it is done. It is holding coolant. It is holding oil. It is holding power steering fluid and transmission fluid. It doesn't leak. It's fantastic. It's really rare for something that I build to not leak at least something and me have to take off the water pump 3 or 4 times and it absolutely suck. But as you can see, we got our nice air motor regulator all done up, all plumbed in, ready to go. We did have to modify these big old thick 10.5-inch plug wires some. We had to put some MSD 90-degree boots on a couple of them. But they fit. They wrap around those nice wrapped headers that make me itch. God, those things suck, but they fit fantastic. It's all wired up. I got to do a lot of cleaning up on this car. We do have a TRZ manual brake master coming to go right there in that slot. That unit is fantastic. It is all billet. It makes it feel like it has power brakes, no issues, no nothing. The one thing that I do have to do to this car, unfortunately, is I have to unbolt the transmission and move it back. Made a boo-boo. So I got to unbolt the flipping transmission and move it back a little bit, take drive shaft out, because we didn't measure, didn't, you know, hook everything up outside of the car because the flywheel that was in it was supposed to work. It don't. So now unbolt, slide back. I got a new flywheel being overnighted today, bolted in, put the converter on it. We can probably drive it at the end of the day, but I still have not properly broken in the camshaft yet. It started up without any coolant in it. I'll let it run for about a minute and shut it off. So I know that it fires up fantastic. No issues, no lag, no nothing. The motor compression ratio is only about, 9.5, 10 to 1, so nothing crazy, no aftermarket starter needed. Everything was actually wired properly. Holy crap, that's nothing has ever went this smooth. Besides me having to pull the transmission back out and put a flywheel back in it and, then go drive it. But we are going to racetrack this Sunday. Old Farts Grudge Race. We'll have Grumpy versus Cranky Pants. Got all the decals for Cranky Pants coming in today. Rusty ordered everything yesterday, so I'm going to have to buff this car. I'm going to have to put the decals on it, but I ain't doing any of that shit until it runs perfect, because who gives a damn how it looks as long as it drags some ass, right? Car's got to stand up, it's got to go, it's got to roll. Rear end's completely done. It's all spooled. We left 342 gears in it, because when this car goes on the bottle, we're going to smack it straight out of the hole. Don't need any wheel spin. Don't need any of that crap. I'd rather have the car pull mile an hour on the top end and get out of the hole. So I can play catch up. I'm also going to tree your ass, but I can play catch up. Get some! But Todd from Tough Cars 777 will also be there with me Sunday, Shady Side. Kind of see how I get down. Todd's never seen me race before. He just knows all the stories about how I'm a wild man and how I really give 0 Fs when I'm behind the wheel of a car. If I'm going to send it, it's going to go. If I break it, I'm going to fix it. That's just the way it happens to be. If you can't fix your own shit, you probably have no reason building it in the first place, and you have no reason driving it. No fear. That's the only way to be. I think my little girl's starting to learn that too, because that little kid, no fear. She's my carbon copy. You get to see her at the racetrack too on Sunday, because if I left and went